look at the image on the screen as you're watching this, or anyone that is watching this video right now. Look at the screen and look at the image, and also look at the one sentence from that one particular comment from one of my ex-work friends in Lisa. Well, I mean, I would probably say it's Lisa, based on how she talks, with her words there. But yeah, look at the first sentence right there. Where do I even begin? Like, where do I even begin? Where do I even begin from here? As I'm looking at this comment, it's like, just help me through this. I mean, look at what I mean. Isn't this what I've said on Facebook a long time ago, sometime last year? Where once I quit that dump, once I quit for a better job, once I leave that dump for a much better job, you know, I said, even to Mari, even to Andrew, and to a lot of people who've seen my posts and my comments on some of those posts that some of my other friends and current friends are tagged in. I said it, that I was gonna get the help that I need once I leave that place. Since a lot of these people like Andrew, Julio, Robbie, Mari, Lovely Mel, Part Jory, Angelique, even Ray himself, they all vibing for me to get help. And you know what? Andrew has been the most critical to me about getting the help that I need, as far as getting the medical doctor, or, you know, seeing just that, getting the help that I need, because he thought I must have been clearly depressed based on how I've acted, based on my behavior, especially after I got my, you know, my what was it, that parking ticket in that hike, on the 4th of July. I mean, he was the most critical. He just said it in great detail. And you know what? He's the same person that I said, once I get a new job, then I can get the help that I need. And then I'll start a new life from there. How many times have I said on Facebook to Mari, to some of my other friends, my then friends, my remaining friends, even on my posts, that once I get me a new job, my life is going to be better. That I'll be a better person. It's going to make me a better person. I can find my joy again. I can be myself again. How many times have I said that? In many different ways. On Facebook. I said it a lot last year, even in 2023. Yet none of these fools would ever believe me. They wouldn't. And so now when I look at this comment from Lisa, you know, it's like she's 100% on the money with this. So I bet you a lot of people who left this dump, a lot of them, even the almost 20 people that left, have probably already sought counseling, maybe even mental therapy. Just some kind of therapy or counseling, man. Lisa's probably one of them. since she told me on that comment and that one sentence right there, the first sentence, anyone would need counseling. Even Amari has said it. She gonna seek it. And I bet Paulo's already done it. I bet Melissa's already done it. Dude, a lot of people have probably already done it, man. I wouldn't have doubted it, because that dump not only is not considered a real world workplace, to me, I said it, an actual workplace, but it's a workplace that's constantly treating other people like crap, disrespecting them, underappreciating them. You see how many times, like 90 and 95% of the people that left, and some of them that are still here, those main factors, underpaid and disrespected, is probably why they probably sought counseling or therapy. I could probably see that happening with a lot of them, including Lisa. And so now when I looked at it, this is exactly what I've alluded to from my previous video from yesterday. That, you know, remember, I mean, I already repeated this how many times in my past videos, that what happened toward the end of March and going all the way into the entire month of April, and even now from just last Sunday night. I mean, and now look what I had to get. I'm one of those people now. But the problem is, I'm still working in that dump. I haven't left yet, man. I've been wanting to leave. And when I do leave, you know what? Then I'm probably gonna get it, man. Like, look at this conversation right here between me and Andrew. September 3rd, just last year. I said it in there. I told him clearly that I would get help once I get a new job and then a new life from there. And he's like, no, that's not enough, man. You know, I understand what you're saying, but, you know, regardless, it's not. And basically, he's just saying it's not going to be enough. I mean, I'm still best off to get help regardless. Well, you know what? I'm already doing what he's asked me to do. Unfortunately, because of what happened the last few days, the last few nights, and it got this far. Especially with the darkness that I'm facing. You know, I've been facing since toward the end of March. I mean, how much worse can my life get the longer I stay in this dump? Look, Lisa's previous comment where she said that she encouraged everyone to leave sooner because the longer they stay there, the more it's going to damage your mental and physical reputation or your health. And now she followed up with the comment where she said, you know, avoid this place as anyone we see counseling after working here. She basically means after they leave. Dude, isn't this what I've been saying all along? Even on my Facebook, for as unhappy and miserable as I've been. Look, I know I've said many times, it's my workplace's fault. That's making me say all these things. It's my workplace's fault. That's making me do this, say this, do that to them, and to all these friends that I lost. You know what? Like I said, I already admitted all my wrongdoings to all my friends. You know, this is just so sad that a lot of my friends, even my many ex-close friends, have to see me like this. I know they weren't expecting that out of me, the person that I am. I know they've seen me, you know, being dramatic several times, but not to this extent. And now look how many I lost. Even a lot of these friends, dude, they all cared for me. They all showed me so much loyalty, even with some criticisms here and there. Even guys like Robbie, Tristan, Julio, Alexis. I know Alexis and I had some disagreements that, you know, here and there. I mean, most of it was more from him, but, you know, for the most part, he was a loyal dude. He cared, man. But and now they're looking at me all differently because of what I've said last year and the year before. My friends have never seen me like this, and now they have. They weren't expecting that. But this is the sad reality, dude. Especially up till now. With so much darkness that I'm facing. They can't see me like this, man. They can't continue to see me like this. But unfortunately, this is where I am. As long as I'm still in this workplace. As long as I'm dealing with the same old bullshit that's making me miserable every single day, and to the point where just more bad things happen, dude. But the fact of the matter is, I said it over and over and over again. I'm going to say it again here. The longer I'm in that dump, the more bad things happen to me based on my everyday misery and unhappiness. I mean, how much more do they need to know? And because I already said it how many times, what happened towards the end of March at home, and for the entire month of April, where I had to admit all my wrongdoings, holding myself accountable like Julio told me. And now I already admitted I was a bad friend. And now I'm facing the darkness that I'm facing. And now look what happened in the last couple of nights. Worst family argument ever. Of all my other arguments, man. This is exactly what I've been saying. And now it's gotten to the point where now I do need to get help. And she's spot on 100%, man. It just makes me look like a helpless fool. Dude, I feel like I want to cry at this point, man. I'm a grown man. Grown men are allowed to cry, but I'm not crying right now, dude. Maybe inside I am, but I'm not in this video, okay? But she just made it crystal clear with those two comments. And unfortunately, this is what I'm facing right now. And it just so happens, I said it, my 12 years here, it's just been more of an embarrassment and a disgrace, and now my life is a complete disgrace. My ex-close friend memorial wall of all these friends that I lost including Tristan, Robbie, Kriza, Lovely Mel, Rhea, Angel. I'm still hurt, man. You don't think that I think some of these people probably thought I let them go already, but I haven't. It's hard to let most of these guys go. It's hard to let them go. It's hard for me to even let go of my own mistakes. And now it's like my turnover rate, my error rate has gone very, very high. Very high. It's been uncharacteristically high to the point where now not only has my confidence been lost, but a lot of these mistakes that I made are just very uncharacteristic. And the icing on the cake is what happened the last few nights. My God. I'm just praying. I mean, I had to go to Christ Cathedral on Monday to make my big time prayer, man. This is just sad, what the reality that I'm facing. At home, at work, and me still ghosting my entire friend circle. Dude, I don't even know when me and Mario are going to talk again. Are we at the point where our friendship is going to end? Help me out here. I'm just really out of touch with reality at this point. Especially now just looking at Lisa's comment. Dude, the minute I saw it, I feel like I just had to go off. And rightfully so, I am going off. Because this is what I've been saying, for how many days, months, weeks that I'm on Facebook. When I was on Facebook saying that the longer I'm in this dump, more bad things happen to me, based on my everyday misery And just having to face all this bull crap. I mean, there's really nothing normal about that dump, dude. I mean, Lisa's right. This is not a real world workplace, man. It is not. I'm just lost, man. I'm just lost in translation at this point. And now more and more bad things happen to me. What did I say before? If I was in a new job, then I wouldn't have faced any of these issues. I wouldn't have lost this many friends. I'm dead serious, dude. I wouldn't have lost this many friends. I wouldn't have all these home issues that are now getting worse. So yeah, dude. I know I'm not the only one that probably has to seek help. I know a lot of those people probably had to seek help while they were in that dump. Especially for those that left, probably during their time that they were working in that dump. That they had to find help, or they had to seek mental help, like counseling, And it's just and now I'm gonna be one of those people. It should never have come to this. It should 6 years would have been acceptable. At least 5 to 6 years being in a workplace like that. When it was considered a normal workplace. Now nothing about it is normal. It's quiet every single day. You got all the favorites out there just running the entire place. Just like they just don't care. They don't care no more, man. It is what it is. The upper management is not doing anything. They don't give a damn. And as far as raises, man, all the hard workers like me and Ernie, we ain't getting nothing like that, man. We're just completely disrespected. It's just sad, bro. It's just sad. It's just so sad. Whatever I went through last year with all this drama, it should never have happened. If I was already in a new job, I wouldn't have lost at least about 95% of my friend circle. But it's already been destroyed. I destroyed nearly half of my friend circle, and now look what's happened at home. I already said in my other video, 2025 is is already my worst year. After what happened last Sunday night, it's already my worst year. It just keeps overlapping. 2024 used to be my worst year. 2023 previously, and now it's 2025. Why? Because I'm still in this goddamn workplace to where knowing knowing the state that it is, and knowing how it can make anyone feel unappreciated, disrespected, to the point where now they had to, they had to get help. And now this is where I'm at. What more am I needing to say? It just so happens that, with all the applying, I got to keep going at it, dude. I got to keep going at it, or else this is just gonna get worse for me, and unfortunately, it is going to be the case. So, it is what it is, man. It is what it is. This is all I gotta say. So, peace out.